Peace. What's up, y'all? Just wanted to share something I was thinking about, something that was on my mind. I got a call from one of the guys. He was at work, and he had seen one of the videos I had recently posted. And he was telling me how that shit really resonated with something that he was going through recently. A little situation that he went through a few days ago at work. And the video in question was talking about losses and lessons. And he was saying how that shit really resonated with him, and then he was like, that shit was right on time, like he needed to hear that. I'm like, damn, I appreciate that, that shit dope. But I'm like, what's even crazier is I made that video like a year ago. Me being procrastinate, I'm just putting it up. And he happened to be at work scrolling, and it caught his eye, and he was like, I had to watch it a few times, and that shit really sat in, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I just went through this situation where, in a sense of, I allowed an individual to get me out of character. But, he maintained his composure, whatever the case may be. And what I was speaking about in the video, it just really hit home for him. And like I said, it was deep because, what I was feeling at that moment and the information I put out, like I said, that was a year ago. And I'm just posting it now, but it was still relevant. And, it was there for him in a time when he needed it. And that was deep. That was powerful for me. And I was just like, yo, everything happened for a reason. You know what I mean? It's crazy how, how you looking for something, but you can't find it. But as soon as you're not looking for it, that shit be smack dab right in your face. And that's how life works. And like I said, what he said when he was talking about someone had pulled him out of character, that took me back to a situation with my nephew. One day I was riding with my brother, and his son's mother called, FaceTime, telling my brother and me how their son had walked out of class, had got in trouble for walking out of class that day. So, me, I asked my brother right away, like, if you don't mind, can I hop in? Can I holler at him? He's like, go ahead, do your thing. So I'm like, Neff, what's up? You walking out of class? So he's sitting in the back of the car, face all scrunched up. I'm like, what's up? Why you walking out of class? His response was that his teacher made him mad. Teacher made you mad. Okay, so the teacher made you mad, or mad enough that you walked out of class. Like, did you tell the teacher you was mad? He was like, no. I'm like, okay. So whose fault is that? Is it the teacher fault or your fault? He still got the scrunched up face. He ain't answer. So I'm like, okay. Who controls your body, you or the teacher? He was like, me. I'm like, exactly. I'm like, you can't let someone have that much control over you to make you do something that you're not supposed to do, or something that you don't want to do, something that's against your belief. Furthermore, as a child, you have rules and things that you have to go by, whether it be from your parents or your teachers. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, yo, raise your right hand. He proceeds to raise his right hand. I'm like, okay. Now raise your left hand. He raises his left hand. I'm like, okay. So, who did that? Was that me or you? His first response was, you. I'm like, no, it wasn't me. I asked you, or I may have instructed you. But it wasn't me. Who was in control? He was like, oh, me. I said, exactly. You were in control. I instructed you. But at the end of the day, you were the one in control of your arms. So when it came to it, you said your teacher made you mad. But at the end of the day, you have to suffer the consequences of walking out of that class. There was different ways you could have went about that. You know, you could have informed the teacher that you were upset. Informed her why you upset. Maybe it was with a classmate. Maybe it was with the teacher. Maybe it was something at home. We don't know. But as they say, closed mouths don't get fed. Furthermore, if you didn't want to speak to the teacher, you raise your hand, ask the teacher, could you go to the office? Can you speak to, you want to call one of your parents? You feel more comfortable speaking to a parent if that's the case. But one thing you never do is let someone have control over your body or your emotions or your mind. And you definitely don't walk out of class because once again, you're still a child. And also, you know, there are better ways of handling that as a young man. And one day you're going to become a man. And we don't run away from our problems, our people, our culture, you know, our family. We come from a long line of strong women and men, you know. You know, we had to overcome so many struggles, not only in our community, like I said, within our households, within our family. We all been through shit, you know, ain't nothing perfect. And realistically, in a lot of ways, these kids nowadays, they got it way better than what we did. Way better. You know what I'm saying? So, in some ways, there are comparisons. Some ways, they're not. But still, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for walking out of class, you know. If you don't want to speak to a teacher or one of the administrators, you ask to speak to a parent. Point blank, period. Furthermore, moving forward in life, you don't walk out on your problems. You don't walk out on class because that resonates or that is equivalent to you walking out on your problems in real life or as an adult later in life. And we don't do that. We take shit head on. We put them horns on. We take shit head on, you know, because it won't be the first time. It won't be the last time you're faced with an obstacle, you know, or with frustrating emotions, you know. And that's the thing, we have to be able to learn how to control our emotions, you know, maintain our composure in certain circumstances, especially now as adults. There's no excuse, you know what I'm saying? Like, even at work, you know, sometimes there's situations where guys at work, you know, they upset because they're putting in more work or they feel as though they put in more work than another individual. You know what I'm saying? But what that person eat don't make you shit. You know? You don't know what that man getting paid. He may be getting paid to go that slow or do that amount of work. And you getting paid to do what you do. You can't be worrying about another individual or with another individual getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And that's another form of having shit controlling you, controlling your mind. We be focused on the wrong shit. You know, we gotta stay focused. We have to be consistent, you know. The only thing in life that's guaranteed is death, you know. And with that shit make us appreciate life more, so much more to life than having someone control you or having some aspect of your life being controlled, you know, or being boxed in mentally, physically, or emotionally. Every decision you make affects your life directly, and it affects others' lives indirectly, you know. We are all in our situation because of choices we made or decisions we made, you know. You want better, do better. You want more, do more. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same shit, expecting a different result. As they say, you gotta be the change you wanna see. You gotta be better than who you were yesterday. And with that, I'm gonna be out. If y'all like the content, please like, share, comment. If y'all have any topics or any questions y'all wanna ask, put them in a comment box. I'll be sure to respond. Peace.